Today, some people in Siesta Key were picking up the damage you see right there from yesterday's storms. The Columbia restaurant had a number of plants toppled over, but the storm also broke a portion of a sidewalk in Sarasota.
The same system that brought rain here is now in South Florida. You can see in this video trees and railroad crossing signs taken out. Much of the Miami area seeing flash flood warnings. This morning there was also a tornado warning in Martin County. Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins joins us now. And Bobby, Sarasota saw record rainfall, but the good news is things are quieting down.
Yeah, some rain still. We've seen some showers scattered around the area today, but a lot less and a lot lighter than what we saw. There's Sarasota looking good now. A couple showers now in southeastern parts of Hillsborough and a few now developing in Citrus and Hernando County. This is basically west of the vets there, but there you go. A much better looking radar picture here from Sarasota. It does get heavier a little bit further south you go towards the Fort Myers area, but it's South Florida. Look, they had the rain yesterday as well. Not quite as heavy, but it's been extremely heavy for today. But you can see it does thin out the further north it goes. See that little spin? That is a tropical interest that we're watching, right? That will continue to move off towards the north and the east, but that's what was coming on shore yesterday that was focusing all the rain towards Sarasota. I'll talk about that. My full forecast won't be a threat for us. But look at all the rain that we saw in the last 48 hours, the last 2 days. Big spot right there in northern Pinellas, southwestern Pasco County yesterday. We saw 4, 5, 6 inches, some areas a little bit more than that. Yeah, a lot of rain, and of course down into Sarasota County, that's where the bullseye was. 8 to 10 inches of rainfall. Now look, that's a lot of rain, but 4 inches almost of that came in about an hour near St. Armand Circle yesterday. That's why they had all that flooding. It was the highest amount that they've seen in 1 hour at the airport out there ever. Now, the bigger picture does show that the heaviest storms will stay down to our south. I'll talk about that tropical development, or at least the chance of it. It's not going to bother us. The rest of the evening, small rain chances, they still are there, especially through about 8 o'clock. After that, I think it's just a real small chance for rain. Now, some rain still tomorrow. Some of it will be a little bit heavy, but it won't be as bad as what we saw yesterday.
As Bobby just showed us, the rain is subsiding for much of the area down in Sarasota. Residents and business owners dealing once again with the impacts of flooding.
The water has receded after historic rainfall yesterday. I want to show you this, though. Last night, cars moving through flooded streets. Many roads had to be shut down because of the rainfall. 10 Tampa Bay's Aduria Chumba is in Sarasota, where neighbors are working to clean up the mess.
That's right. Sarasota authorities are calling this a once-in-a-thousand-year sort of rainfall, and they're actually standing by for a possible repeat of what happened yesterday. Now, just to give you an understanding, take a look at this scenario here. This sidewalk totally collapsed under the weight and pressure of all that rain that came down. They're measuring nearly 10 inches of rain in total overnight yesterday. Now, you can see the damage here. The sidewalk completely washed out, not just from the rain coming down, but also the runoff water trying to make its way into the Philippi Creek right here. While all of this rain was coming down, several roads had to be closed off and barricaded because of the flooded streets. Several cars also stranded, and the drivers and passengers had to be rescued. Over on St. Armand Circle, several businesses also impacted. They were out cleaning their shops today and trying to get it dry, but some of them really feeling hopeless with news that more rain is expected in the forecast.
We had about 3 feet of water on the road, and as the vehicles would drive by, it would push water up onto the sidewalk and then into the gallery. So right now I'm just moving everything out, the shells, sand, dirt.
Again, law enforcement reminding drivers, when you see that barricades, don't go around. It is for your safety. Those roads could be flooded. And if you do come upon a flooded street, turn around and don't drown. That's the key phrase that they're trying to get everybody to keep in mind. In Sarasota, Aduria Chumba, 10 Tampa Bay.
Hours ago,